provide you with the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good. It's number 1, LA Knight versus Roman Reigns. The WWE is now set to proceed with a feud between LA Knight and Roman Reigns over the world title. This has been building for months, and it was propelled to the next level on Raw last night with an excellent promo exchange. A promo so funny that it even got Roman Reigns secretly breaking. And did you guys even notice that Roman Reigns had a $300,000 plus watch on his wrist on Raw? That man is absolutely balling right there. Every time LA interacts with the ultra top names such as Reigns, he really carries his own. It'll be interesting to see what direction this rivalry goes in. Now, according to Dave Meltzer, the Wrestling Observer Radio, the match is planned for Money in the Bank in October, but it sadly means that we're going to have another predictable match. They ain't taking the title off Reigns, right? Number 2, the women's division is alive. And when last, WWE's put effort into the Raw women's division with the 2 major returns last night. Becky Lynch was the first name to return, and she appears to be a babyface act moving forward. Stephanie Becker also made a highly anticipated return to television, so WWE now has some major players in the hunt for the women's world title. Finally, we're gonna get some defenses from Liv. Number 3, Big Cass has arrived. Nope, he's not Big Ass anymore, he's Big Cass, and he's officially back in WWE, and he'll be a heel act on the show. Cass has now set his sights on Javon Evans, which is a sensible first feud for the former AEW name, and the Braun Revival. The WWE has clearly seen the sea of complaints when it comes to Braun Breaker's horrendous booking. Raw last night featured Breaker in numerous segments, and he once again was presented as a man that should be taken seriously. His interaction with Paul Heyman was rather interesting as well, as WWE has a ton of scope in terms of story development between the two. The highlight of Breaker's booking was without a doubt his interaction with Oba Femi. WWE is now set to build a match between the two, and it could be the next 2 faces of WWE if they execute it correctly. But that was a good. What about the bad? It's number 1, Shades of Grey. Now, while Raw last night was without a doubt probably one of the best Raws of the year, there's still kind of confusion where a number of names sit in terms of babyface or heel. According to Meltzer, Reigns is a babyface actor on Raw, whilst the other 3 members of the Bloodline are heels. Kind of makes no sense at all, and it's negatively influencing the dynamic on television. And number 2, just end this damn brand split after all. Yes, it's another week and another week of us complaining about the brand split, but it's gotta end now. Last night, Royce Keys main evented Raw despite being a SmackDown star. This is now becoming the norm every week, with names from the rival show appearing on opposite shows with no care or afterthought. It's clear that WWE wants a loose brand split, but this needs to be directly addressed to the audience, as it's a confusing mess, and it's likely going to lead to casual viewers alienating one of the shows. But that was good. The bad. What about the downright ugly? Poor Dominic Mysterio. The Dirty Dom is definitely in the doghouse backstage. Mysterio was pinned yet again on Raw last night. It's evident from watching his work that he's lost his passion. Mysterio's post on X relating to just showing up, just so he doesn't get fired, is likely escalated to tension backstage. WWE needs to get this under control before it escalates any further. At one stage, Mysterio looked to be a future world champion in WWE, yet now there looks to be no signs of this occurring anytime soon. It's always the case in WWE of when a star has some momentum, they push right back on it. It's bizarre. What did you guys think of Raw last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Our first story looks at Brock Lesnar officially retires and is taken off the roster. Our top story today looks at the WWE status of Brock Lesnar, as all signs point towards Lesnar officially being done in the squared circle. Lesnar went off script after his match versus Oba Femi at SummerSlam in a major way, and Lesnar would endorse Femi in a promo segment which was seen by many as Lesnar passing the torch. So last night, Lesnar was officially moved to the alumni section at WWE.com. This is notable as it's usually where wrestlers are moved upon retiring or they're free agents, so it does look like Lesnar is now finally done in WWE. But Roman Reigns broke character to thank Lesnar. Now, further evidence that Lesnar is retired comes from Roman Reigns. Reigns took to social media to post a rare out-of-character promo regarding Lesnar, where he stated, "I don't think there will ever be another Brock Lesnar. What he was able to do, what he was able to create, to go out on his own, to go to UFC, to become a world heavyweight champion, and then be able to come back and do both. It's the legitimacy, the athlete that he is, the realism that he brought from the UFC to the UFC to WWE in our ring." But Reigns would put over Lesnar in a major way by stating that Lesnar is one of the greatest of all time. He's got to be one of the greatest pro wrestlers of all time. When you put it all together, no one's done it like him. No one will ever do it like him, I don't think. I was very fortunate. My life changed at WrestleMania 31 in that main event in 2015. I feel like the whole world looked at me differently because of being in the ring with Brock, and it's just been crazy ever since. Now Reigns would proceed to thank Lesnar for his help over the years before stating that the pro wrestling business is gonna miss him. Our business is gonna miss him. I appreciate everything you did for me, Brock. I don't appreciate you busting my head open and throwing me all over my neck. That's what we do. That's the job we signed up for. It was an absolute pleasure. Have fun in the woods. And this does look to be a wrap-up on Lesnar's career. It's really interesting to see if even more names share tributes to Lesnar in the coming days. Whilst Lesnar riding off into the sunset following SummerSlam is the perfect send-off, there's been questioned why Lesnar delivered the fake retirement at WrestleMania this year, as the actual retirement would have hit harder if fans hadn't already been delivered a fake-out moment. So why is Brock Lesnar retired now? Why exactly is Brock called it a day at this moment? As number one, he's not getting a better send-off, as Lesnar was able to go out on his own way. He was able to put over a name he has a genuine connection with, and Lesnar was able to go off script to pass the torch to someone he's personally chosen to be his successor. Number two, he didn't want to work with Gunther. Fans have assumed that if Lesnar stayed active, he would eventually retire against Gunther next year at WrestleMania in Saudi. Lesnar potentially had zero interest in this match, and it is potentially down to the poor booking of Gunther in the recent months. Lesnar may feel like putting over the ring general may be completely pointless. And based on Gunther's current booking, he's not wrong, and WWE just has no plans for him. Is it possible that WWE is now happy for Lesnar to retire because they're out of creative plans for him? It's something that we really can't rule out. Next up, where is Enzo Amore? A Big Cass's surprise WWE return has immediately raised questions about whether his former tag team partner Enzo Amore could follow him back to the company. Now, according to Self-Made Pro on Self-Made Sessions, Enzo has already had contact with WWE and visited NXT, although his future remains uncertain. The person that I originally heard about Enzo coming in, Enzo did talk to Lee Fitting, and he also did visit NXT, so apparently his situation is up in the air. Enzo even added to the speculation following Cass's return by posting throwback photos of the pair from the time together on the indie scene NXT and WWE's main roster. He also acknowledged that his name was trending online, so people want him back. It could be that when Enzo actually returns to WWE, he won't be paired with Big Cass and might have a singles run on SmackDown instead. Next up, WWE not impressed with Sol Ruca? A new backstage report claims that some people within WWE weren't actually impressed by Sol Ruca's recent main roster performances. This is despite Triple H publicly showing confidence in the former Women's Intercontinental Champion. On Self-Made Session, it was claimed that some officials weren't impressed by her performance. I can tell you for a fact that they weren't in love with what they saw from her in the ring. There are some wrestlers in NXT that some of these people in Gorilla don't get a look at until they're invited for a cameo appearance on the main roster. That's what I'm saying. They don't really get a look at some of these people until the main event tapings or when they make an appearance in a match on Raw or SmackDown. And in the case of Sol Ruca, some of these people didn't get a look at until those appearances on SmackDown and the John Cena retirement show. Now, while some weren't impressed, it still seems that Ruca is backed up by Triple H. Triple H approached her backstage and reassured that losing the championship was not because she had done anything wrong. However, maybe this has now lit a fire under Sol Ruca to perform even better and put the naysayers to rest. Next up, as WWE dropped the ball, the Trick Williams US title loss against Baron Corbin at SummerSlam came as a major surprise. Corbin had only just returned to television, and with Williams being one of the most featured acts on the show, logic would assume that the reign would continue throughout the summer. The match itself was heavily panned as a missed spot in the match led to one of the worst botches of the year, and according to the Wrestling Observer Radio, WWE's dropped the ball on Williams. It was so nothing the match. All the action was Baron Corbin, he was carrying it. I don't know what's gotten into Trick. I know that when he has good matches, it was with people like Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov. They're trying something to save this project, and the guy has so much charisma, he doesn't need to be saved, but it does need to be booked carefully with the right people, and they fumbled the ball completely. It was added that Williams may need help having good matches as SummerSlam completely missed the mark. Do you guys agree? Next up, the Money in the Bank winner revealed. While SummerSlam may not have been Trick Williams' finest hour, all hope isn't lost. According to the reputable outlet WRKD Wrestling, Williams is now moving on to bigger and better things, and he could be winning the Money in the Bank briefcase in 10 weeks' time. With LA Knight expected to face Reigns on the show, it doesn't look like it's going to be LA's here to win Money in the Bank. I mean, that guy is just cursing on that pay-per-view anyway. So Williams is without a doubt one of the favorites to win the briefcase this year. There is justified concern from fans that Williams may not be ready, and Meltzer actually makes a strong point when it comes to Williams needing to improve in the ring before he becomes a main event level star. Next up, Batista to be Kratos. The huge news for WWE star Batista is he's yet another acting role lined up. According to Deadline, Batista is in the running to play Kratos in the upcoming adaptation of God of War. Amazon MGM Studios and Sony Pictures Television are getting a big-name replacement for the lead of their high-profile God of War drama series. Dave Batista is in negotiations to play Kratos in the adaptation of the popular PlayStation video game. Will Batista fit the role in this situation? He's dropped a lot of muscle since WWE, but it was also noted by the outlet that the role is being recast after the original actor tore his bicep. And Batista continues to be one of the biggest wrestler-actor success stories in history, so we have no doubt that he'll kill the role. Next up, SummerSlam staying 2 nights. There's a ton of debate on social media right now relating to SummerSlam and whether the PLE needs to be spread across 2 nights. Whilst 80% of the card justified its place on the show, certain matches were questionable inclusions, and some feel like WWE could easily condense this down to 1 night. But it doesn't look like WWE or TKO has any plans to revert the format back to 1 night. Speaking on TKO earnings call yesterday, TKO President Mark Shapiro stated, "The 2-day show was extraordinary, backed by a sold-out corresponding WWE Fan Fest and delivers strong engagement metrics. Across TKO, we prioritize both the fan experience and improving profitability. They're not mutually exclusive, and they're not always in that order." Shapiro then stated that 2-night works because it ultimately offers a better fan experience. "We could have done SummerSlam on 1 night and likely had a higher ticket per cap. By looking at the event, we chose 2 days because we thought it would be an overall fan experience, a better viewing experience on ESPN, and more marketing for our brand on ESPN. There has been speculation that WWE can now move forward with 2-night PLEs for the Rumble show, or even Money in the Bank. WWE, please don't do that. Next up, the worst WWE match ever. One of the more infamous matches on the SummerSlam card this year was Danhausen vs Dominic Mysterio. The match had the added stipulation of human bunnies on a pole, and the match was met with negative reviews from fans and critics alike. As things stand, the match has been reviewed extremely poorly on Cage Match, and it's one of the worst rated matches in WWE history. However, on the tweet by WrestleFeatures, one wrestler in particular did think that Cage Match meant anything. As Cardona posted it, "Who gives a shit about Cage Match?" And WrestleFeatures shut him down immediately, saying, "You?" pointed to a tweet where he points out a Cage Match rating. Cardona then backtracked, saying, "You thought that was a serious tweet? Yeah, he probably thought so after being burned alive." And finally, Roman Reigns working AAA. Our final story today looks at a huge angle that went down following Raw last night. After the show went off the air, Reigns had an interaction with AAA General Manager Rey Mysterio backstage. Mysterio would ask Reigns if he was aware that he's the GM for AAA, or stated that he would like to talk to him about something related to the brand. WWE has a number of AAA events coming up, as there's Triple Mania 34, which takes place on September 11th and 13th, one night in Vegas, and night 2 in Mexico City. They also have Worlds Collide in Chicago on September 26th, and this is a show that is heavily rumored to feature the WWE Champion CM Punk. But in terms of Reigns' potential opponent for one of these shows, fans have been fantasy booking a match between Reigns and Penta. If this